Just before 6:30 p.m. on Thursday, when a group of well over a dozen would-be robbers pulled up to the Amira Jewelry store in Anaheim on Brookhurst and started trying to smash their way in.
The other thing, of course, that happens in these places, like Los Angeles, is that crime runs rampant. It's not just that you have transients and you have illegals and you have drug addicts and general zombies who want to eat your face and all of those things out on the street. It's that criminals are emboldened because they know they're not going to be arrested and they usually are not going to be shot, although in this case, a bunch of looters tried to rob an LA jewelry store and the owner was wise enough to have a gun.
Just before 6:30 p.m. on Thursday, when a group of well over a dozen would-be robbers pulled up to the Amira Jewelry store in Anaheim on Brookhurst and started trying to smash their way in. At the time, the owner and some of his employees were inside.
When I look into the window, I see like 5 cars with many people. I can't count it this time, a second. In this moment, I don't just think in just one thing, to defend myself and my employer with my store family business.
The owner, who didn't want his name used, then pulled out a gun and fired toward the bulletproof window. The shot had the desired effect.
After I do the first shot to scare him first, thanks God, I see that happen, the people, he's left. This time, I make me a little relax because the people has gone.
He was acting in self-defense, right? He reasonably believed that they were trying to come in to harm himself or his family or his business, so he fired a warning shot to make sure that nobody got in.
Amira isn't the only store that's been targeted by these kinds of thieves. Bison Jewelry, which is right across the street, was hit last month. In that case, a car smashed into the front of the store before a large group of thieves went to work stealing merchandise there. And on July 1st, this group of thieves hit 2 side-by-side stores in Artesia before running to multiple cars during their getaway.
This seems to be a trend lately to show up with more than a dozen people, overwhelm the employees, steal thousands and thousands of dollars of merchandise, not only here in Anaheim, but throughout Southern California, where they're kind of went from a flash mob merchandise, clothing kind of theft to now jewelry.
So look, I know we can show you these kind of criminal things all the time, but there's a reason that that one matters. There's a guy who lives in Anaheim, California, not too far from Los Angeles, and a huge group of whoever the F these kids are go in and they just think they're gonna have an easy time because it's Cali and the police won't show up and people will be unarmed and you can do whatever you want. You can steal the jewelry and you can sell it on the black market and you get away with all of it because that's what happens consistently. And then what happens when you're a business person who's armed? One shot into does it bounce off the bulletproof glass? Could he have hurt himself while shooting indoors, the bulletproof? I'd like to know about that. But the point is, one shot and he got them to scurry away like rats. So if you live in a place that will not defend you, and you shouldn't trust that it's going to defend you, even if you live in a good place, you should always be willing to defend yourself and your property and your family and everything else.